Hello student, welcome to the chemistry class. Today we discuss chapter 3 of 12th science, that is electrochemistry. So first we discuss what is electrochemistry. So electrochemistry defined as branch of chemistry which deals with the relationship between electrical energy and chemical changes taking place in a redox reaction. Means how chemical energy produced in redox reaction can be converted into electrical energy. In a simple words, we can say that electrochemistry is a branch of science which study the energy which is produced in chemical reaction. Okay, so it convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Okay, now chemical changes involve production of electricity are called as electrochemical change. Means those changes which produce electricity in chemical reaction, we can say that change are electrochemical changes. These are the main three aspects of study in electrochemistry. First, electrolysis. Second, electrolytic conduction. And third, electrochemical cell or galvanic cell or voltaic cell. What is electrolysis? Electrolysis means the substance which conduct electricity in its molten state are called as electrolytes. And electrolysis means the process of decomposition of an electrolyte by passing electricity in its aqueous solution or molten state. For example, we have NaCl. Okay, so if we make the solution of NaCl, it conduct electricity. So NaCl can consider as electrolyte. Acid, any acid, for example HCl, if we make the solution of HCl, it can conduct the electricity. So HCl can be considered as electrolyte. So what is the basic definition of electrolyte? So electrolyte are the substance or the solution which conduct electricity. Many substances are conduct electricity in molten state as well as in solution state. The examples are different acid, different bases and salt. For example NaCl, KCl. Okay, so HCl from acid, NaOH from base and KCl and NaCl from salt can be considered as electrolyte. So what is electrolysis? So after making solution of NaCl, if we apply the current to the solution of NaCl, it decomposes sodium ions and chlorine ions. This process of decomposition of electrolyte by passing electricity in aqueous solution or molten state are known as electrolysis. So electrolysis is a process in which what happen, if we apply the electricity, it convert or it decompose electrolytes. Okay, now the apparatus used in electrolysis process is called electrolytic cell. Okay, so means the system or the apparatus that we use in electrolysis is known as electrolytic cell. So what is the basic components of electrolytic cell? So there is one beaker as seen in figure. In beaker there is a electrolyte solution of salt, acid or base. Okay, so one beaker is there, a solution of electrolyte is there, two electrodes are there, one is anode which is positive electrode Another is cathode, which is negative electrode. Anode are connected to the positive terminal of battery, while cathode are connected to the negative terminal of battery. Now we know at anode what happen? At anode reduction is take place, while at anode what happen? It reduction is take place, while at cathode oxidation is take place. So what happen? At cathode a metal ion gain electron. See here in figure that the movement of electrons are in this direction. Okay, so what happen? The electron are gained by positive charge ion and it becomes stable. Okay, now from where electron are generated? So electron are generated from positive terminal, that is anode, in which negative ion release electron and become stable. This electron are used by metal and become stable. Okay, now it consists of glass vessel in which aqueous solution of electrolyte is taken. Two metal rod are placed deep into in it, which is anode and cathode. Anode connected to negative pole, anode connected to positive pole and cathode connected to negative pole. Okay, now what is the use of electrolytic cell? It convert chemical energy to electrical energy and electrical energy to chemical energy. Now see, electrolysis process are there in which electrolysis of molten NaCl are taken. So what we do? We take solution of NaCl in a beaker, molten NaCl. So we have two inert electrode which is connected to the battery. Okay, so when you apply the current, what happen? The chlorine are going towards the positive terminal. Okay, that is anode, while sodium ions are going towards the negative terminal, that is cathode. Okay, so according to the polarity, the chlorine and Na plus ions are moves in a solution. We know cathode have negative polarity, so in solution which ions are positive? Na plus. So Na plus are always directed towards the negative. Okay, that is cathode, while Cl minus always directed towards anode, which is positively charged. In electrolysis of molten sodium chloride, overall reaction can be explained by two half reaction. One oxidation and second is reduction take place in chemical cell. So oxidation of Cl minus, we know at anode oxidation take place, while at cathode reaction is take place. So what happened? Cl minus are liberate 2 electron and become chlorine gas, stable molecule, while on cathode reduction of sodium ion by gaining 2 electron, it form 2 sodium stable atoms. Okay, the overall reaction can be explained by this. 2 electron from both sides cancel out, we get 2 Cl minus plus 2 NS, 2 Cl minus plus 2 Na plus gives 2 Na plus Cl2. This is our overall reaction of electrolysis of molten NaCl. Now electrolysis of sodium chloride solution means here we take solution of NaCl in water. Solution of NaCl in water is also known as brine solution. So remember these things for MCQ. Okay. So what happened? We have two type of ions compounds are there which make total 4 ions in solution. First, NaCl are form Na plus and Cl minus, while H2O due to electrical cleavage it form H plus and OH minus. So at cathode and anode there are two type of different reaction take place. Here we have total 4 ions in solution. So Na plus and OH minus combine to form NaOH, while at cathode we know what happened at cathode, reduction. Okay, so 2H plus. Now which ions are remain? H plus and Cl minus. Okay, so H plus having positive charge. Okay, so it release electron, it gain electron and reduce the charge of positive and become stable. Okay, so 2H plus plus 2 electron, reduction is take place, means plus 1 to 0 oxidation charge. So 2H plus plus 2 electron, it form H2 gas which is liberated at cathode. Now at anode what reaction is take place? So 2Cl minus release 2 electron, means minus 1 to 0, so it is oxidation. So at anode oxidation is take place in which chlorine ions are release electron and form chlorine gas. The above upside arrow shows that both H2 and Cl2 are in produced in a gaseous form which is liberated at different electrode. Hydrogen gas liberated at cathode while chlorine gas liberated at anode. Okay, so if we write the overall reaction, what we have in reaction chamber, NaCl and H2O which produce hydrogen gas, chlorine gas and NaOH. Now see the systematic arrangement of electrolytic cells of brine solution. Okay, inert electrode are there. We have aqueous NaCl as well as water. The Cl are oxidized at anode while hydrogen gas liberated at cathode due to reduction. Okay, so we know the movement of electron are from anode to cathode and from cathode to then anode. So this type of circle are there from cathode to anode, then back to cathode through the battery. Okay, now how does sodium hydroxide form? So sodium chloride solution here have 4 type of ion as I discussed earlier. Na plus Cl ion minus ion from sodium chloride, while H plus and OH minus ions from water. Now the Cl minus ions from chlorine at the positive electrode and the H plus ions from hydrogen at the negative electrode. Now we have Na plus and OH minus ions are left behind in the solution and they form sodium hydroxide. Okay, the overall reaction of electrolysis of brine is this, okay, which we discussed earlier in this lecture. Now electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate solution using copper electrode. In about 2 electrolytic cell we use inert electrode, while in this experiment we use copper electrode to for electrolysis of copper sulfate solution. Okay, so we have two electrode, anode, cathode. Okay, positive anode are joined to positive terminal of battery, while negative electrode joined to the negative terminal of battery. Both are dipped in solution of copper sulfate. Now the negative ions are moves towards positive terminal, and the positive ions from the solution, we have two ions from copper sulfate, sulfate ion and copper ion. Okay, so copper ion, cupric ion are having positive charge, so it attract towards the negative cathode, while sulfate ions are attract towards the positive anode. So what happened during the reaction? So sulfate ion attack to the positive electrode of copper, and this copper are react with sulfate to form Cu+2 ions. Okay, so from anode we get Cu+2 ions, while the Cu+2 of solution attack to the negative electrode and gain 2 electrode and form Cu solid. So during the reaction, the amount of anode due to oxidation, that copper electrode are consumed and form Cu+2 ion. So the amount of positive anode are reduced, while from the solution Cu+2 are added to the negative cathode. So the amount weight of cathode is increased. During the reaction क्या होता है कि जो एनोड पे कॉपर है उसका ऑक्सीडेशन किस में होता है Cu+2, तो जो कॉपर इलेक्ट्रोड था उसका अमाउंट क्या होगा, रिड्यूस होगा, क्योंकि वो Cu+2 आयंस होके सॉल्यूशन में चला जाएगा. और जो हमारे पास सॉल्यूशन में Cu+2 था, सॉल्यूशन में जो Cu+ था, Cu+2 उसका क्या होगा, तो वो यहाँ आ जाएगा, यहाँ क्या होगा, ये 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन के साथ ऐड हो जाएगा और ये रिड्यूस होके क्या बनाएगा, कॉपर इन अ सॉलिड. मीन्स ये कोटिंग करेगा यहाँ, मीन्स नेगेटिव कैथोड का अमाउंट क्या होगा, आफ्टर एक्सपेरिमेंट इट विल इंक्रीज. ओके, सो सी इज अ केमिकल रिएक्शन. CuSO4 form Cu+2 and SO4 2-. What happened at anode? We know copper converted into Cu+2 and 2 electron. Oxidation of copper take place. While at cathode, reduction of copper plus ion, that is Cu+2 gain 2 electron and becomes Cu. So the net result is that Cu is deposited at cathode and amount of cathode increase, while इक्विवेलेंट अमाउंट मीन्स जितना भी कैथोड पे डिपॉजिट होगा उतना अमाउंट का Cu कहाँ से डिजोल्व हो जाएगा, एनोड से. मीन्स एनोड का अमाउंट डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. ओके, एंड जो सॉल्यूशन है उसमें Cu+2 का आयंस का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन क्या रहेगा, कांस्टेंट रहेगा. सो इसमें से क्या ऑब्जर्वेशन होता है हमारा, तो एट कैथोड द कॉपर electrode becomes thicker. Okay, Cu+2 plus 2 electron gets Cu. So ये डिस्चार्ज प्रोसेस यहाँ होती है. While anode, the copper electrode dissolve into the solution and anode become thinner. एनोड कोरोड हो जाएगा, उसका अमाउंट कम हो जाएगा. सो यहाँ कॉपर आयोनाइज होता है Cu+2 में. नाउ चेंज इन द सॉल्यूशन. सॉल्यूशन में क्या होता है, द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ ब्लू कलर ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट रिमेन अनचेंज. वाई, बिकॉज कॉपर, जो भी कॉपर कैथोड पे डिपॉजिट होगा वो कहाँ से आएगा, एनोड से. Okay, so there is no change in Cu plus 2 ion in solution. The rate of formation of Cu plus 2 ion at anode is equal to rate of discharge of Cu plus 2 ions at cathode. दोनों जगह सेम होगा. Okay, that's all for today's lecture. We discuss remaining topic in our next lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day.